voiceover, which obviously happens in the first part of the timeline. I seem to be sticking with 4 sound bites. Yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 sound bites there. Just checking that's going to say, yeah, there we are. 4 sound bites. I'm probably going to want a bit of voiceover before the first one to introduce the story. I probably want a bit in between all the sound bites actually too, so I got a chance to introduce what we're about to hear. And to do that, we go back to our plates or little pictures there. I'm probably going to, and basically you're building up your own template as we go. So, and it's also going to make room for the voiceover, and you can start to adjust things later. So let's just assume we find a little bit of key natural footage to start with. Though a paintbrush is quite a tricky sound to pick up. And then we're going to perhaps see Archie's, that key natural footage would be his hand. So quite typically we're going to wonder, who is this? And I'm going to be explaining it in my voiceover, which I'm not doing just yet, but then I want a face, and I'm going to wide shot of where we are. And quite often we go for an over-the-shoulder shot so we can link into our first soundbite. And basically that's the room I've got, which should be 3, 6, 9, 12 seconds to get to my first soundbite. And I'm going to put the voiceover under here eventually. It doesn't have to be 12 seconds, I can adjust the pictures later. This is just a way of building it. It's your piece. You might not want to be too specific yet, so you might just fill it out. Let's kind of have a bit more voiceover here eventually, not in there. Where are we? After that one, there we are. Let's say my voiceover is going to be 9 seconds, so I'm going to pop 3 in there. Maybe if it's longer, you can put some more in, but it's just like padding it out so you know where to put the voiceover. And again, we're going to have a bit, I don't know why I keep trying to put it in there, schoolboy error. And then natural footage comes in again. So basically building up room for your voiceover, which will come in later. And you can also start to see how your piece is starting to look, and you also get a sense of the duration as well. I suppose the last thing to say is if you do get it, once you do get an idea of the voiceover and you realise it's perhaps longer than the 9 seconds we had earlier, just try and make sure there's just a bit too much natural footage rather than too little. If it's too little, things tend to overlap and it gets a bit confusing. If it's too much, you can chop very cheerfully and it all comes together very nicely.